If I took a napkin and I wrote on it, no one would be able to see it, right? So we're going to bring this out here. We've got a whiteboard, the old-fashioned whiteboard. But the idea is, what if you just sat down with somebody and you shared some of these things with them that I just talked about? Now, again, you wouldn't just sit down and immediately go into team 2 and team 4. You would start with some of the principles of what Richard Brooke and linear income and leveraged income and asset income and all that. Probably talk a little about the products, but at some point, you have to tell them, well, how do you do this? How do you do this? Now, I have a little cheat sheet for myself because I don't have all the Australian dollars memorized, but I have a little cheat sheet, all right? So, do we think that we can remember $500 2 4 and repeat twice. 500 2 4 repeat twice. 500 2 4 repeat twice. What do I mean? So step 1 is 500 PPV, and that's just, if I was talking to a new person, I'd say that's just product you buy, and you're going to have an opportunity to get a few customers, and just the accumulation of all that. We want to get to a place where you have 500 PPV. You're going to earn 15%. We call it a first order bonus on your new customer volume. There's some additional bonuses, but just, you're going to have the opportunity to earn 15% of the first order that they place. So that's step 1, 500 PPV. Step 2 is the 2. We want to enroll 2 new associates and help them do the same. 500 PPV. We call that team 2. Team 2 pays you $125. But you add up all the volume. We have these leadership positions called director. I'm just going to put a D there, called director. And so instead of just $125 in this model, you would actually earn $206 when you add up all the different ways of earning. Okay, so here's the 500 and there's the 2. I need a Vanna White up here. All right. Actually, it's the 3rd step, but now 4. The next step is 4. So actually, we want to enroll 2 more associates. We already enrolled 2. The next step is to enroll 2 more so that you have a total of 4. And again, we're going to help them all get 500 PPV. We call that team 4. So you've just enrolled 4 associates, and we call that team 4. And you make $315 for being a team 4. But here's the cool thing. You don't just make $315. You're actually what we call a silver director. And you add up all the income. What our models show is that at that level, silver director, you're going to be somewhere around $490. Again, all you've done is enrolled 4. But if you really want to get exciting, and some of you may stop there and just say, that's our building block, and then we'll teach you the rest later. Or some of you may say, hey, let me show you the next step. The next thing is we're just going to repeat that. So call it our 4th step. I'm just going to put an R. We're going to repeat that. So the 4 people that you got in, that you helped bring in, the 4 associates, you're going to help those become team 4 qualified. When you do that now, you have enough product volume, enough people buying products that you're what's called a silver executive. And again, based on the model, that's over $1,600. And number 5 is just to get a little crazy, we're going to repeat that one more time. So now the 4 people you brought in, they're team 4 qualified. If you go down one more level, we call that presidential director. Many people at presidential director can think about doing this even as a full-time career. Or maybe this is still just an additional stream of extra income. But a full-time career, because now you have enough volume in your organization that as a presidential, the model shows $5,605 a month. And if you already talked to them about an asset income, I showed you that a $500 asset income is actually the equivalent of having $100,000 in the bank at 6% interest. So at $5,000 a month, you know that that's actually equivalent of having over $1 million invested and making that return. So I don't know if you think this is possible in 3 months, or we have others that have made it in 6. Maybe it takes you really slow and it takes you a year to get to a place where you've got 4, because you probably know at least 4 people who might be interested in taking these products and enjoying these benefits and participating in M5M and sharing this business with others. So once you've got 4, you're simply helping them find 4 people as well. And then just one more level down, you're a presidential director. Again, earning enough money to be equivalent of having over $1 million in the bank. So do you think being able to explain this in a more simple way, where it's not about explaining the compensation plan as it's much about explaining the value of this industry, the value of this business, and then being able to show people a basic building block for what they need to do, which is just simply buy the products, enjoy them yourself. As you're sharing this with some new people, you're going to have a few customers, but ultimately we want to build through leverage and through compounding, which means we want new associates. New associates are valuable and fantastic, and we love new associates to come into our business. So wherever you are today, whether you've been in for 20 years or whether you've been in for 20 days or 20 weeks or 2 hours, you can look at what I just wrote up on the board, and even if you were starting from scratch, you could build your business to over $5,000 a month in a short amount of time by getting Team 4 qualified, helping them do the same, helping them do the same. What if you already have a head start on that? Fantastic. What if you already have 1 leg? Great, now you need 3 more. What if you already have 2? Great, you need 2 more. But be a leader yourself and get Team 4 qualified. Well, number 1, get Team 2 qualified, which is get 2, 500. Then get Team 4 qualified, and then teach other people to do the same thing. Once you're able to do that, you have the foundation for building this business for now and forever. So, go back to that little chart that you have, not the chart, but the little questionnaire, and they want you to give a little guidance of where you are now, whether you're a 1 or a 2 or a 10 or a 5. So, hope you enjoyed this talk. Give me a good rating on that, and I'll be around this weekend. Thank you guys very, very much.